October will be here in 9 days, just 9 days. I mean, it feels like to me that the first week of January was just last week. But anyway, October will be here in just 9 days, and it is time for you to go and find your coziest pajamas, buy your favorite snacks, start turning down the lights, and settle in for some spooky movie nights. If you saw my video last week, I gave you my top 5 black and white Halloween films. This week I am going to count down my top 5 classic Halloween films that you might like to watch this October. By the way, if you subscribe to my channel, then you will see more spooky season videos in the future. I just really sort of find excuses to have fun and to enjoy my life, and this is one of them. This list is all about setting the perfect mood for Halloween. Whether you're a lifelong fan of the spooky genre or you're just looking for a few thrills to add to your Halloween season, here is my list of my top 5 classic Halloween films. The Birds, starring Tippi Hedren, Rod Taylor, Jessica Tandy, and Suzanne Pleshette. Directed by Alfred Hitchcock and released in 1963. I have visited where The Birds was filmed in Bodega Bay and near the town of Bodega, California, and it is truly beautiful there. So the scenery in this film is amazing. Tippi Hedren, the star of The Birds, had never acted in a movie before. Hitchcock spotted her in a TV commercial and cast her as his new leading lady. You might not know that Alfred Hitchcock used real birds in the attack scenes, and unfortunately, Tippi Hedren was actually pecked and scratched, leaving her bruised by the end of the filming. At the film's premiere, Hitchcock even released live birds into the theater lobby just to give audiences one last scare before the movie began. Oddly enough, there is no musical score in The Birds, just terrifying silence and electronically altered bird sounds to keep the tension razor sharp. At number 4, Bram Stoker's Dracula, starring Winona Ryder, Gary Oldman, Keanu Reeves, and Anthony Hopkins, directed by Francis Ford Coppola and released in 1992. In this film, Francis Ford Coppola refused to use CGI. Every effect you see was created in camera with mirrors, shadows, and old school stage magic. This is one of the reasons I like it so well. Gary Oldman said his Dracula costumes felt like moving sculptures. They were so heavy and elaborate, they completely transformed him on screen. And let me tell you, he is super spooky in this, and he's just a superb actor. Winona Ryder personally handpicked Keanu Reeves to play the Jonathan Harker character. Just be aware that there are a couple of naughty scenes in this one. As a matter of fact, I probably wouldn't let a kid see this film or the next film on my classic list until maybe they were, I don't know, maybe at least 16 years old. Speaking of my next film, at number 3, The Shining, starring Shelley Duvall, Jack Nicholson, Scatman Crothers, and Danny Lloyd, directed by Stanley Kubrick and released in 1980. I think this movie is terrifying, and I don't actually like to watch it. But because of this reason, I think it deserves a place on this list as a classic. It's so influential, it's preserved in the National Film Registry.
How long have you been able to go?
Shelley Duvall did such an outstanding job acting that her performance is actually controversial. Stanley Kubrick's obsession with perfection pushed Duvall to the brink. Her breakdown scene in this movie took 127 takes. Duvall herself admitted that Kubrick's harsh methods did get a more intense performance out of her. I'll say. You might not know that Jack Nicholson improvised the line, "Here's Johnny." It wasn't in the script, but Kubrick loved it and kept it in the final cut. The chilling room 237 wasn't the original hotel number. Stephen King's novel used room 217, but the hotel where they filmed asked Kubrick to change it, fearing guests would avoid the real room, which honestly I think folks these days would actually seek out room 217 just out of entertainment. Although I don't like the treatment of Miss Duval in this one, I do believe it is a testament to her brilliance, hard work, and dedication to her craft. Therefore, I think it must be on this list. Number 2, Poltergeist, starring Heather O'Rourke, Zelda Rubinstein, JoBeth Williams, Craig T. Nelson, and Oliver Robbins, directed by Tobe Hooper, and released in 1982. Poltergeist became one of the highest grossing horror films of the 1980s, proving that ghost stories could be both terrifying and wildly successful at the box office. The original idea for the film came from a true incident in Denver back in the late 1800s. The city was building a park on top of a cemetery, and the contractor only moved the headstones but left all the bodies. And that is crazy to me. But what's even crazier, the pool scene used real human skeletons because they were cheaper than plastic models, a fact the actors only learned afterward. Yuck. The blonde little girl, Heather O'Rourke's chilling line, "They're here," wasn't scripted. It was a spontaneous delivery that became one of horror's most famous quotes. And Zelda Rubinstein was cast because she actually had been a medium in real life. It's an oldie but a goodie. You really need to check it out. And now finally, my number 1, The Sixth Sense, starring Bruce Willis, Haley Joel Osment, Toni Collette, and Donnie Wahlberg, directed by M. Night Shyamalan, and released in 1999. This is indeed my favorite. I'm not going to give you an inkling of a spoiler about this one, so I'll just start here. Haley Joel Osment, the little boy in the film, was only 11 years old, but his performance was so powerful. It earned him an Academy Award nomination, one of the youngest in history. The line, "I see dead people," was chosen as the movie's tagline, and it became one of the most quoted lines in modern film history.
Did your father used to tell you bedtime stories?
Director M. Night Shyamalan even gave himself a cameo in the movie. He plays the doctor who treats Cole in the hospital. Sixth Sense isn't just a ghost story, it's a haunting, emotional masterpiece. And if you watch it, you'll see. That's my countdown of my top 5 Halloween classic movies to watch this October. Each of these films offer something different: suspense, ghost, psychological chills, which make them perfect for a spooky night in. Now, I would really love to know, which ones did you like? Are there ones that you think that I should have added? I love input, good or critical. I don't care. Tell me what you think. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already, and share this video with a fellow Halloween fan. Maybe you can plan a couple of Halloween weekends. What I like to do is start out with the scariest movie and sort of end that night with a Halloween comedy so I don't have nightmares. And I will link my top 5 Halloween comedies somewhere in the description. Until next time, keep the lights down low, keep the popcorn ready, and I'll see you in the next video.